Broadcasting from Lagos. Now, the former military head of state and the candidate of the All Nigeria People's Party, ANPP, General Muhammadu Buhari, says Nigeria has not fared well in the last 10 years.
Speaking on Channels Television Democracy at 10 interview series, Buhari says Nigerians must put forward credible leaders and rise in support of democracy if the present system is to change. On electoral reforms, the former military ruler says it's up to the National Assembly to redeem the process.
You see, the way it was formed, it was okay. The former Chief Justice of the Federation, highly qualified to head a thing like that. But we in the opposition, we who spent 30 months in court, when he was the Chief Justice, we immediately said he was the wrong person to be picked.
The Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Ado-Ekiti, the capital of Ekiti State, has granted the Action Congress request seeking the Election Petition Tribunal's order to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission to make available to the party the certified true copies of the materials used for the last rerun election in the state. The tribunal gave the order following INEC's reluctance to release the documents to enable the AC file its petition against the results of the rerun election. The AC had raised an alarm that the commission was frustrating its bid to challenge the outcome of the last rerun election in the state, alleging that INEC was colluding with the PDP to enable the alleged fraud perpetrated during the election stand. The party claims that it has already paid all the necessary fees for the issuance of the CTC of the election materials.
And the movement for the emancipation of the Niger Delta men says they will not free the Briton, Matthew Maguire, who has been held captive in the swamps for almost 9 months. The movement for the emancipation of the Niger Delta men had said Mr. Maguire would be freed yesterday because it was his birthday. But the oil worker refused to leave out of solidarity with the group. The rebels have warned the military not to try and attack them in an attempt to rescue Mr. Maguire. Mr. Maguire was one of 27 hostages taken from an oil services boat in September. All the other hostages have been released.
And the Delta State Governor, Dr. Emmanuel Uduaghan, has promised to rehabilitate residents of Oporoza town in Bamaratu area of Delta State who were ejected from their homes during the joint air and ground operations launched by the JTF against militant stronghold Camp 5 and the fortress of militant leader Tom Polo. Governor Uduaghan had toured Oporoza town in the company of JTF officials to confirm reports that the town had been burnt to the ground.
Camp 5, a name that used to send shivers down the spines of many in Delta State, a place spoken of in whispers. Hidden in a maze of creeks, Camp 5 was apparently a self-sufficient, well-organized and well-equipped fortress until last month, when it came under attack by federal forces. Now the militants have fled and the JTF has taken over the ruins. The charred remnants of speedboats and the damaged buildings speak volumes of the scale of the airstrike. The destruction of Tom Polo's stronghold in Baramatu, Delta State, is total.